Now when it comes to prediction, first of all, let's try to give my view on what I feel would be the pecking order for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. We have Williams. In terms of backmarkers, Williams appears to have lost ground to the midfield since the start of the season. In the first few races, Alex Albon had shown a capability to punch above the car's weight to an extent and drag results out of the car. He even scored 2 points finishes with that car in the first 7 races. But in the last couple of races where teams have brought upgrades, even in qualifying Williams appears to have dropped further behind, and at Baku, I feel Williams should again be the slowest team on the grid, just like it has been through the entire season. Now at number 9, I have Aston Martin. Well, Aston Martin is a bit of a mystery because in the hands of Sebastian Vettel, it is producing completely different set of results as compared to Lance Stroll. Overall, the new mega upgrade package that was brought at the Spanish Grand Prix has not worked. Vettel did secure a Q3 slot and a point in Monaco, but it did appear that it was more of a case of the driver than the car pulling out that result. Aston Martin, at least in my view, it should be the second slowest car at Baku. At number 8, I have Haas. Now Haas has been a bit of a hit and miss this season. Magnussen pulled off a surprise result in Bahrain, but after that there have been races where Haas has done well, and then in others where it has somewhat faded. In the last couple of races, one thing that is evident is that even though the drivers have been able to pull a lap time out of the car, the race pace is just not there at the moment to fight at the front of the midfield. For Baku, considering the team's fading race pace, it should be the 8th fastest car on the grid. Now that's just my view. Again, as I said, Haas is a bit of a hit and miss. They might even surprise everyone once again this weekend. In number 7, I have Alpha Tauri. Now Alpha Tauri is a bit of a wild card this weekend. Now if you had paid attention to Monaco, that car was blisteringly quick in Monaco's practice sessions but just could not replicate that in the race or in qualifying. Looking at the track characteristics, Alpha Tauri's speed in Monaco should help the team in the middle sector of the track. However, the car also lacks aerodynamic efficiency of the other cars, because of which it might be compromised in the first and third sector. I guess we'll have to wait and watch, but for now, I'm placing Alpha Tauri as the 7th fastest car for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Now in number 6, I have Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo was in a league of its own at Barcelona and Miami, but it hit a roadblock in Monaco where the track did not suit the car as well. While the middle sector could be a concern for Alfa Romeo, the first and third sector could play in the hands of the car, and from 4th to 6th fastest cars, it will be hard to find too much of a gap. Considering the setback phase at Monaco and its similarity to the middle sector in Baku, I'm placing Alfa Romeo as the 6th fastest car this weekend. Now in number 5, I have Alpine. Overall, Alpine is a decent car, but it's not extraordinary in any of the facets. While this means that it loses time to the top teams at every part of the track, it also means that it is very competitive in the midfield as well. Now in my view, I expect Alpine to be the 5th fastest team this weekend, although the gap to the 4th fastest team, it might not be that much, and you could see them switch positions during the race and even in qualifying as well. Now in number 4, I have McLaren. McLaren had a stumble at Miami and Barcelona because those tracks once again exposed how the car might be strong in some areas. It is still not as efficient in others. For Baku, however, the track plays perfectly to the strengths of McLaren. The long straights have already been McLaren's strengths, and the Monaco type slow speed section where McLaren has showed that it can excel, it should help the team hold some advantage over the other cars in the midfield. Expect McLaren to be at the front of the midfield battle, but to be fair, it's going to be very close between McLaren, Alpine and Alfa Romeo. Now in number 3, unsurprisingly, I have Mercedes. Now this is one team that is worth keeping an eye on this weekend. As I said earlier, the performance in Barcelona, especially the race pace, was quite impressive. Can we expect Mercedes to get even closer to Ferrari and Red Bull? Maybe not, but again, in a clean weekend where there are not too many incidents it might be interesting to see what Mercedes can do with respect to Ferrari and Red Bull in a straight shootout. Now in qualifying, I don't see too many changes happening, but it's the race pace that I'm interested in, and I want to see if both Lewis and Russell can pull off a surprise and maybe challenge the second drivers at Red Bull and Ferrari this weekend. Now in number 2, I have Ferrari. Ferrari might rue the lost opportunities to win in Monaco and in Barcelona because the track at Baku should favor Red Bull. The tight and twisty midsection is going to help Ferrari close the gap to Red Bull, but Red Bull's supremacy on the straights and the fast speed sections is going to benefit them big time. While in qualifying, I once again expect Charles Leclerc to pull off another pole position because of Ferrari's ability to have a strong one-lap pace. Over the race, I feel it's going to be once again Red Bull holding an edge over Ferrari in terms of race pace. Now with that out of the way, no surprises here, as at number 1, the only team remaining, we have Red Bull. As mentioned earlier, Red Bull should hold the edge on this track. The car has visible straight line speed advantage pretty much over everyone else on the rest of the grid, except maybe Mercedes if it hooks everything up. While the single lap pace is still not Red Bull's strength, its race pace should cover up whatever distance it loses in qualifying. So yeah, this weekend Red Bull should be the car to have, and unless something completely weird happens, or there is rain, or there is entirely different behavior from the tires, expect Red Bull to lead from the front. So now this was the pecking order predictions for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.